A phrase that I live by a lot for the past 3 years of my life is that temporary pain often leads to permanent blessings, and that temporary people often teach you permanent lessons. And I feel like having that mindset and having that perspective towards people is what allows you to find gratitude for the fact that people will come and go in your life, because it is inevitable in our life for people to come and go. It's inevitable for us to lose people. And so in losing people, a lot of us, we like to sit in our pain. We like to become a victim to our pain. And I remember I was like that at one point in time. I felt like I was broken. I felt like I was at rock bottom. I felt like, my life is completely over and I wouldn't be able to move forward and stuff. And it's like, if you constantly have that negative mindset towards relationships, towards people, you'll never see how they're trying to transform you into a better version of yourself. And oftentimes I feel like the people of my past have led me to where I am today. You could say that in order for me to make this video, I had to go through a lot of things in my past. And so I see my past as such a necessity for me to go through, even though in the moment it was painful, even though in the moment I didn't enjoy it, even though in the moment I didn't know exactly where it was leading me to. Eventually it all works out in a way that you may not even fully understand, or that you may not even fully be able to see in that moment. But again, there's gonna come a point in time in your life where you're gonna look back on your past and you're gonna be like, dang, I appreciate my dad teaching me this. I appreciate me going through this situation. I appreciate, me learning this specific lesson. But even though I experienced this pain, I appreciate me going through this sad moment in my life, because it turned me into a stronger person. Like, you're gonna have those eye-opening moments where you're gonna realize, I couldn't do this had I not gone through these different things. And I feel like for myself, I've learned so much about self-love, so much about self-respect, self-worth, knowing my boundaries, not getting attached to people, understanding people and understanding the type of people I want in my life, understanding what type of people help me get to the next level in certain areas of my life, because of the experience I've had in my past. More so because I saw what it costed me to be without those things. I saw what it costed me to not have standards. I saw what it costed me to not have boundaries. I saw what it costed me to not have respect for myself. I saw what it costed me to not know who I was as a person and know my, true authentic self. I saw the cost of all those different things. It's people pleasing. It's letting people into your life who don't belong in your life. It's tolerating disrespect from people. It's having people who don't know or understand your worth and how to treat you according to it. It's having people in your life who don't value. It's you constantly double texting, reaching out to people, letting people back in, giving in to false promises, attaching yourself to people that, aren't good for you. Like, having gone through so many different experiences, having seen again what it cost me to not have certain things in my life, made me passionate about building myself into a version of myself that didn't allow myself to go through my past ever again, or that didn't allow my past to ever repeat itself. I can genuinely tell you now, I know my boundaries, I know my standards, I know my worth as a person, even if other people don't see it, even if other people have a different opinion of me, even if people decide to miss out on me. Like, I'll always have a steady, firm foundation in who I am as a person and what I stand for, what I want in my life. And I honestly feel like I'll never fall into the world of other people's opinions, or becoming who other people want me to be. Like, I honestly feel like I could never lose myself again, just because I've developed that self-awareness of understanding how I want to handle certain situations. I'm self-aware of knowing, what do I want to do in a situation instead of what everybody else wants to do. Like, obviously I slip up every now and then, but for the most part, I'm pretty firm. It's like I have a pretty firm foundation of who I am, and I'm not constantly swayed by the external world. But it was because I went through so many things in my past that I got to that point. So I learned how to build my self-love. I learned how to build my self-respect. I learned how to develop boundaries. I learned the type of people I needed in my life in order to get myself to the places that I wanted to be. And so sometimes you gotta see these relationships, these people that you're trying to let go of, this pain that you might be going through, this storm. Like, sometimes the rain is necessary in order for you to grow the flower. Like, you can't grow, you can't become stronger without a little bit of rain, without a little bit of adversity, without challenges. Those are the things that build you in life. But when you become a victim to them, you allow them to knock you over and you allow them to keep you on the floor. You don't allow yourself to get up. You accept the way things are and the way that you are as a person. You're like, well, this is how life is always going to be. This is the person I am. Maybe this is just how my life was meant to turn out. Like, no. These are the moments where you get to build yourself. These are the moments where you get to figure out your true capabilities and your true strength, because you see yourself going through adversity and you don't allow yourself to quit. Like, there is nothing that life has to offer you other than a life that you currently live on the other side of quitting. Other people be saying, oh, I think I'm gonna just give up. I've had those moments where I just want to give up, and I'm thinking that this isn't for me. It's like, if you're chasing a dream, if you want a certain type of person in your life, if you want your life to look a certain way, what does giving up do for you? Like, it does nothing but keep you living the life, or a worser life, that you've already emphasized that you don't enjoy living. And so I'm getting off topic a little bit, but back to the point of, sometimes people are temporary in order to, see that they are necessary. Like, sometimes you got to understand that people coming in and out of your life are teaching you necessary things, or taking you through necessary experiences, or teaching you necessary lessons that, had they not come into your life, you wouldn't have learned those important things. You wouldn't have that experience to be able to have that discernment and that understanding of, I need to work on this. I need to be better here. This was uncomfortable. This was new to me. And so now I understand what I'm going to do the next time. I understand how I'm going to communicate better. I understand I'm going to say no to this. I understand I'm not going to people please in this situation. I understand I'm not going to settle no longer for these types of people, because I see what settling does for me. Like, you got to understand that when you're going through these different experiences in life and they're bringing you pain, it's a necessary pain, and it's a pain that you're capable of taking on. We often think that God hasn't gifted us the necessary tools and assets to be able to make it through the storms in which he puts us through. But half the time we don't make it through the storms because we give up halfway through it, or we give up once we feel a little bit of discomfort, and we stop striving for change. We stop striving for growth. We stop striving to make things look how we want them to look, to make things look the version of what we think is best for ourselves to be in. Because I tell you now, like, I live my life where I constantly look for the lessons in certain situations. If I notice something triggering me, I notice somebody get me angry, I notice something just don't sit right with me, I'm questioning it. I'm like, why do I feel this way? What is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to show me I need to improve within myself? What is this showing me I possibly need to heal possibly? And, in catching myself, get emotionally attached to people, and catching myself, get emotionally invested in people. And like, when they make a certain decision, it pisses me off, or it makes me feel some type of way. And seeing myself constantly reach out to people, and seeing myself hit rock bottom from people leaving my life, and seeing myself give my happiness to other people, like, it made me the person I am today, because I went through those experiences. And so now I look back on people from my past and I'm like, I thank God that you came into my life. Not because what you did was okay, or, I don't care about it, but more so because I needed that. I needed to go through that pain. I needed that experience. I needed to see, more of how people are, and how I got to be more intentional about the people I surround myself around. I got to be more intentional about certain decisions I make, and, protecting my peace and protecting myself from unnecessary pain. Like, you just learn so much in the temporary experiences of life, and you don't even realize, like, and I don't even fully know it yet, that these temporary moments, these things, this temporary pain is preparing me for something so much bigger. It might be preparing you for your marriage. It might be preparing you for your relationship with your kids. It might be preparing you for your career. It might be preparing you for some type of job, or some type of opportunity, or, you meeting with somebody, how you run your business. Like, you just don't understand how your ability to keep pushing through failures, through rejection, through heartbreak, through people leaving your life, through people not meeting your expectations. These things shape you. These things change you. A lot of times we like to play victim to them and allow them to define how we move in our past. Oh, I'll never love again. I'll never hop into a relationship. Like, you can't see it in that way. You got to see it in the aspect of, how can I be better the next time? How can I be better prepared? How can I make better decisions? How can I protect myself better in my future? Because if you look at it through the lens of I'm going to become a victim to it, then you're just going to limit yourself and keep yourself from learning, again, those necessary lessons that you can either choose to learn or choose to keep playing victim to. And real quick, if you really feel like I'm talking to you in this video, like, first things first, thumbs it up, like it for sure, but also check out the Let and Go to Grow community down below and my one-on-one coaching down below, because those might be things that are truly for you if you truly be struggling with these things. But man, like, a lot of y'all gotta understand, like, the only way I'm capable of making this video, the only way I know so many different things, the only way I've got the mindset I've got is one, between reading, from experience, from wanting to be better, from wanting to turn negativity into positivity. Like, that was all me. I had to wake up one day and I was like, I'm going to stop being a victim. I'm stop going to be defined by my past. I'm going to stop being defined by other people's decisions towards me and allowing that to take away my joy and my peace and my happiness in life. Like, it all takes you wanting to change. It all takes you wanting to become better. It all takes you wanting to grow and not allowing your negatives to forever weigh you down. That has to be a mindset. That has to be a choice. That has to be a daily decision. How can I overcome this failure? How can I overcome this doubt? How can I overcome this breakup or this relationship or this person letting me go? How can I grow myself into a stronger version of me? How can I better protect myself in the future? How can I better make better decisions in the future to where, I don't even have to go through that failure again, or I don't even have to face that rejection again? Like, that's where that's the mindset and the perspective that you got to have towards the hard moments that bring you a lot of pain in your life. Because sometimes you focus so much on what can I take away from this that you no longer even feel the pain, because you're taking away so many different lessons and so many different, changes of how you're going to move forward from that pain. It's like I let go of a lot of people because I learned so much from them. And then eventually I got to a place of gratitude and appreciation for the fact that they were ever in my life, whether it was for a month, whether it was for a week, whether it was, however long. But, that's the mindset you got to have towards it. But, I love and appreciate you guys as always. Again, be sure to thumbs up and like the video. Be sure to check out the Let and Go to Grow community down below, as well as the one-on-one coaching. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Peace.